Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany and in today's video we are doing part 2 of my cottage front porch makeover. I'm so glad you're here. If you missed part 1, make sure you check it out to see how I upgraded this beautiful Facebook find into this stunning little cottage table for our front porch. I am so ready to get this decorated so that we can enjoy it as the weather starts to warm up. I'm going to start off by putting my rug back down. In part 1, actually, in my last Sunday reset, I showed myself giving this a little bit of a power wash, and it definitely needed it. This was the very next day, and it wasn't fully dry yet, but it has since dried. I picked up this little rug. It's just a 4x6, I think. And it is from TJ Maxx. It is just a little jute rug. I love having a rug underneath our rocking chairs because I feel like it gives us just a little bit more of a comfy vibe. My rocking chairs are from Lubona, and the little poof there is from Amazon. Definitely need a new one. It's old and needs to be replaced. On this little folding table, I'm placing a beautiful bird statue from Home Goods and an antique crock with a faux rosemary plant inside. And then I'm bringing in these beautiful plaid pillows from Target. I love the coziness that they bring in. I'm also going to place down this rug here. This is from my mom. She gifted this to us when we first moved into the house, and I love it. It's so pretty. And I'm going to bring in my 2 giant vintage crocks that I purchased a few weeks ago. One is 6 gallons, one is 4 gallons. I am always on the hunt for these. We're going to fill these with some faux plants right now. I purchased all of these from Michael's, and I would love to have real plants in here, but it's just not time for that yet. So I'm starting off there with that asparagus bush and an asparagus fern to give us a little bit of that spiller effect. And then I'm bringing in these viburnum, I think, and I'm also going to bring in some yarrow and some really pretty blueberries. I just went with blue and green and white to just kind of give us a fresh look for spring, and I love how this turned out. Michael's had all of their faux plants on sale, 70% off, all of their spring blooms. Definitely check it out because that's a very good deal and very worth it while we wait for everything to warm up before planting anything fresh. I went ahead and did the same thing on the other side in this giant crock, and I picked these colors because I felt they were fresh for spring and I loved how they matched my door. I recently painted my front door in the color Stardew by Sherwin-Williams, and I am absolutely in love with it. I think it's so fresh and beautiful, and although it's not a huge difference from what we had before, it definitely brightened up the front porch, and I couldn't love it more. Next up, we're going to go ahead and decorate this hanging wall decor item that I made in part 1. I'm starting off with a blanket there and adding in this sweet little hanging basket from Michael's. And I am placing some geranium inside, I believe. Might be more of that viburnum. Honestly, I really don't know. Just some faux plants that I got at Michael's. I'm also going to hang this beautiful antique watering can. I love to bring in any kind of galvanized metal to warm up the space. And I'm just going to hang a few different items to give a nice layered look. I was going for a cottage collected vibe. So I'm adding in a little wire basket for collecting eggs, and I'm also going to add in a little wooden berry basket to finish off the space. And I think this looks so sweet. I absolutely love it, and I think it's going to be such a great place to decorate for all of the different holidays. On top of the table here, I'm starting off with this sweet little scalloped tray from Home Goods, and inside I'm using one of those terracotta pots that I recently aged with a little ivy plant inside. Love ivy for a cottage vibe. And on either side of the table, I'm using 2 of the chairs from my dining room table, but I replaced them with some black Windsor chairs that were down in my basement. I just hadn't grabbed them yet. I also added one of those striped pillows that I found on Amazon. I'll link them for you down below. And here on the tray, I decided to add a few more of those terracotta pots that we aged a few videos ago back in my Easter video. And I wanted to find a way to make this sweet little berry bowl work, but I couldn't get it to work, and I still love the look of just the pots. I love bringing in touches of gardening here on the porch. I think it's a perfect place for it. And I couldn't forget a little game to start off our collection here in the table. Moving over to the front door, I also wanted to hang up this sweet little home sign from Hobby Lobby. I have had this now for many years since I moved into the house, and I think it's really, really pretty. I love the color of the wood. I see this at Hobby Lobby all of the time still, so I know it's there. And I'm just using some Velcro command strips on the back of this piece to adhere it to our vinyl siding, and I'm using the same technique on this beautiful picture that I found. I love this. This is a canvas sign with a wood frame that I found on Amazon that says, "One day when my children are grown, I hope they still come through the front door without knocking. I hope they head to the kitchen for a snack and slump on the sofa to watch TV. I hope they come in and feel the weight of adulthood leave them, for they are home. For my children, my door will forever be open." I think this is a perfect little addition to our porch and a great reminder to my wonderful 5 children. We're going to finish off things with a few final touches. That sweet little bench is from Hobby Lobby, hanging this adorable little bird feeder from Home Goods. And lastly, I'm going to hang one more of those antique galvanized watering cans on a shepherd's hook. Danny was so gracious to drill a little hole in the handle so it hung perfectly. And that's going to bring us to the end of part 2 of our front porch cottage makeover. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think down below. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And if you aren't subscribed yet, I would love to have you subscribe and come back for more. I post 3 new videos every single week on Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we have a ton of spring content coming up. Gardening, cooking, cleaning, decorating, and I would love to have you come along for the ride. Thank you again for joining me today, and until the next one, my friends, I'll see you very soon. Take care.